my funnily lovelies. Today I'm going to talk about my 125-pound weight loss. Um, but before I do, since this is related to health and medical stuff, possibly, um, let us have our wonderful legal disclaimer for you to view. All right, you read it? You're not gonna sue me, right? Okay, we're about to get into this. I'm trying to fix my hair because I want to be ready for this. Okay, so as you know, as I just said in my little disclaimer, is I am not a doctor. I definitely am not a doctor. Um, I pretty much self-diagnosed with the help of search engines. I'm not going to say which one. But I had to look at a lot of blogs. I had to look at a lot of different things to discover why I was the way I was. I think that it's just a thing with me and my body is when I have regular food, I just balloon up. I have a lot of weight on me. I just can't possibly imagine not being on autoimmune protocol and maintaining my weight because when I am eating regular food, it just snowballs into this big thing. Now, how I actually even came across autoimmune protocol is because of my autoimmune disorder. My autoimmune disorder is called hidradenitis suppurativa. There are a lot of people on YouTube already. I think there's only one person I know of. I believe her name is Brown Eyed Baby Doll. And she's a beautiful lady. She has been on YouTube for a long time. She has a lot of followers. And she came out saying that she had hidradenitis suppurativa. She says she still get bumps. She still gets bumps from time to time. Last time I saw her video, which I've only seen less than a handful, so I'm not gonna say that I know it all about her story or anybody else's story on YouTube or really anybody else. I only know my story pretty much. And so when it comes to that, there are people who have already shared their story out there, but no one has come out with a story like mine that I know of. I don't know if anyone else has lost 125 pounds by being on autoimmune protocol who has hidradenitis suppurativa. I have met a lot of people that have gone on autoimmune protocol and have lost weight, people who have strictly been on it, but sometimes people take it to an extreme. I'm going to go into that probably in another video, but it is kind of easy to get extreme on autoimmune protocol because people start freaking out about everything they eat, everything they consume, even stuff they like put on their body like lotions, soap, whatever. All that can play a factor into having flare-ups, and you can obsess over it easily, and you have to really be careful and you have to really watch it, which is why if you don't have any understanding of anything medical, if you feel like you need help, if there's even like the slightest idea in your mind that you're like, I don't know if I can do this, consult a doctor, consult a physician, because they're going to be the ones who are going to guide you. You have to probably go through a few to find the right one, but once you find the right doctor who's going to work with you, you're going to really understand things way better than you ever would on your own. I had to learn it all through my own because I've been through about half a dozen physicians, and I had to do it on my own because I was sick of going to doctors. I was sick of wasting my money for me to try to get answers that they just weren't giving me. No one gave me the name of my disorder. Nobody. I had to figure that out by myself. I think I Googled it, but it took years because I first started going to the doctor when I was like 14, 15, 16. Teenage years pretty much. None of the doctors were able to tell me what my disorder was. One came close. Well, I'm sorry, I'm doing two. One, one came close, and he guessed it was a form of folliculitis. And I said, well, which form? And he wouldn't tell me. And I felt so upset at that moment. He was like, just lose weight, it'll go away. And I'm like, okay, I mean, like as soon as he said just lose weight, I'm like, nope, not doing it. Not. I mean, I did try calorie counting. It wasn't working for me. And I mean, it did work a little bit. I think I lost maybe 15 pounds strictly calorie counting, but I wasn't watching things that were truly important like sugar, fats, carbs, things like that. I wasn't following that stuff anyway. I was purely about calories, and you can't even be about calories. You need to have the proper nutrients, in order to properly lose weight. And that's the one good thing I love about Autoimmune Protocol is you do get a lot of various nutrients. And as I will say in a lot of my blog posts, I was surprised because I thought I would be deficient in a lot of different vitamins and minerals in my body, and I actually wasn't. I had my blood tested and checked, and all my levels were actually really good as far as calcium, because that was my main concern since I'm not consuming any dairy like at all. I thought, oh my goodness, my calcium, my bones are going to get brittle and all this stuff. And they didn't, because I eat broccoli, I eat spinach, I eat, what else is high in calcium? Uh, I don't know, but I eat a whole lot of broccoli, especially when I eat out, because broccoli is like one of the only things I can eat at Asian restaurants aside from like bok choy or, like I said, spinach. I mean, those leafy greens are pretty much where I get the bulk of my calcium, kale, things like that. So that was the one good thing about it. And like I said, I think because I am eating Autoimmune Protocol and not consuming a lot of fat, and the sugar I'm eating is a natural sugar. I'm not juicing really. I puree everything, fruit wise. I don't really juice a lot except for maybe orange juice occasionally, and pomegranate juice, sometimes cherry juice as well. I don't really do a lot of any other kind of juicing though, because I've watched on Rachel Ray a long time ago. Dr. Ian was on there, and he said you have to blend smoothies because you need the fibers of fruits to help regulate your blood sugar. So I follow what he had said, and I definitely take any medical advice. I definitely consider before I apply it to myself, and I really strongly suggest that you do the same. Always consult a physician if you ever feel the need to do so. And as like I said, I had to self-diagnose for everything. And when I did, I discovered Autoimmune Protocol. Someone had mentioned it, someone else I knew with an autoimmune disorder. I'm not going to say which one because I don't want to disclose their information without their permission. But they had mentioned it to me. They said they went to a physician and they pretty much told them, well, I could either stick you with a needle with like 100 different things and see which ones you react to, or you could just go on Autoimmune Protocol. And so that person decided to go on Autoimmune Protocol, and they had told me about Autoimmune Protocol, and I was like, what on earth is that? And then I came across a blog about something related to my symptoms, and Autoimmune Paleo came up, and then Autoimmune Protocol came up, and then all this other stuff about Autoimmune Protocol came up. And I was like, oh, this is what Autoimmune Protocol is. I did not do it right at first. I did terrible at it at first. Well, I mean, not terrible. I mean, what did I cut out? I think I cut out pretty much all fast food. I think I cut out juices at first. I cut out processed juices. I only drank water. I was still eating chicken. I was still eating pork. I was still eating a whole bunch of stuff. Dairy, that was the biggest one. Dairy, I could not stay away from dairy when I first started, because dairy was like the ultimate thing that I could not give up initially. I still love my cheese and everything, but once I started cutting out dairy, and gluten, I cut out gluten as well eventually. Like, it was a process. It went in stages. I think I knew I couldn't have gluten, so I started with gluten and like certain other things free. I was eating a lot of gluten-free products from Aldi, then moved on to dairy free, and then I don't know, it just progressed. Like, I didn't do it cold turkey. That's all I have to say. And that's why I was slow in losing the weight, I think. Slower than I probably would have been if I had just immediately started Autoimmune Protocol. But I didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea what I was doing when I first started Autoimmune Protocol. So once I did finally understand it, take it more seriously, started reading cookbooks, started reading blogs, I found like this list randomly, like it was a random Word document, didn't know who wrote it up. I found it on Google. I started going by the list, and things started clicking and making sense. And I'm going to post different articles about the different revelations that I've had during my journey of Autoimmune Protocol that helped me to understand it even more than the basics and the things that people tell you up front, because there's a whole lot of stuff that people don't even know about Autoimmune Protocol, because everybody is different. Everyone has to figure out what works for them. I had to figure out what works for me. And I think there's something that I understand that a lot of people just don't have a clue about. And, you know, you have to do your research. That's what you have to do. You have to take power into your health. And so once I did that, the weight just came off. My weight loss is an average of, I think, about maybe 2 pounds a week. which I think is a good thing because 2 pounds a week is, I think, within the safe ranges. I think anything more than like, I think, is it 4 pounds or more is dangerous for your health, I think, is according to studies. So I'm happy that I'm losing weight slowly. I think that's why my skin hasn't really sagged as much compared to other people who've lost as much weight as I have, because I was 300 pounds. I was size 24, 26. I was like a 3X in clothes. Now, of course, like I said, I lost weight at my skinniest. I was 200 pounds, size 10, 12, size medium, even almost a small in some things. And I was the skinniest I'd ever been. Then this past year was a bit rough for me. I gained about 50 pounds back because I was pretty much on regular food. I was off and on with my autoimmune protocol, mostly off. And so I ballooned up, went from 200 pounds to 253 pounds. So now I'm back to 251 currently as of this moment, shooting this video. This morning I weighed myself, I was 251.4. And I'm going to lose 50 pounds by the middle of 2019. I'm guessing probably by like July of 2019, I should be back at 200 pounds again. I'm going to keep up my autoimmune protocol. I'm going to keep it up to lose like a pound a week. And I think I'm going to get there. I think that's my newest goal. But anyway, it was amazing to lose 125 pounds. I was like, wow, if I can do that, I can do anything. And I'm going to make another video about this in the future. If you have any questions, of course, post it down below. I'll do my best to answer them. But please remember, as I said in my disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to dispense any specific medical advice to you. If I feel like it's beyond my boundaries, I'm going to recommend that you see a physician. Or if you want to discuss it amongst yourselves, I mean, y'all are on YouTube, you know, y'all have freedom of speech. Y'all can do whatever y'all are going to do in communicating. But as for me, I can only just say my personal experience. Maybe someone I know may have a disorder that you have, because I actually do know a lot of people that have various autoimmune disorders. Maybe I can tell you what worked for them. But that's purely opinionated, purely like my own philosophical, I guess, view. Whatever words I have to say to pretty much tell you that I'm not dispensing medical advice. That's what I'm trying to relay to you. But anyway, that's pretty much what happened. I lost 125 pounds because I went on autoimmune protocol. I lost the weight in approximately 2 years. Gosh, I can't even remember the time span. I believe I started in like December or fall of or whatever. In late 2015, I had lost the pounds, like 125 pounds by like 2017. I think probably by like fall of 2017 something. So it was pretty much 2016. Yeah, 2 years. Now I am currently, like I said, gained it back this past year in 2018, and I'm gonna lose the last 50 pounds again in 2019. So there it is, my whole timeline. Now you know. And it is a pleasure to tell you. I don't know if you have similar goals. I don't know if you just want to lose a little bit of weight. I don't know if you're just trying to do this to help your health, because that's pretty much how it was for me. I only did autoimmune protocol because I wanted to get my autoimmune disorder in remission. I am able to have it way more in remission than it ever was before, ever. I never had like this much pain-free day-to-day without autoimmune protocol. And that's the main reason I did this. I had no idea I was going to lose this much weight. I'm going to be honest. No idea I would lose 125 pounds. And it just happened. And I think that's the main reason why it worked for me, is because every other time in my life, I was trying so hard to lose weight, but it never worked out. And now this time I was really focusing just on my health and taking care of my body, and my body rewarded me with giving me a smaller size. Now I can run. I can keep up with my little family members that run around and have so much energy, and dogs. Oh my goodness, I can run with the dogs when I'm walking them. You know, I have so much more activity in my life because I've lost my weight, and because I've learned self-discipline. I've also learned a whole bunch to apply in other sectors of my life, other areas of my life, because of everything I've learned with autoimmune protocol and really taking it in and transforming my life, you know, inside and out. And I hope the same for you if that's what you want. I really want to put my story out there in order to help other people and, save you some time, you know, because autoimmune protocol is time consuming, so time consuming that you just don't even realize it's ridiculously time consuming. And once you figure it out and once you take the time to learn about what works for you, what works for your body, it is so rewarding because you're listening to your body. I mean, honestly, I feel like autoimmune disorders, this is my opinion, are a cry for help. They're like, you need to do better, or you can't keep me for much longer is what your body's trying to say. The body's like, you need to eat right, you need to act right, and then you'll be happier. I'm going to be happier, so you'll be happier. You can't run away from your body. You need to listen to it. So try to figure that out, especially with the help of a physician. um, you know do whatever is necessary that pertains to your disorder, but the starting point is trying to eliminate things, figure it out through the process of elimination, which is what autoimmune protocol is. And once you figure it out and once you get your life in control, you'll be home free. I mean, that's really what it's all about, is like taking control of your health. And maybe the weight's part of that, maybe it's not. It's entirely up to you. You define your own success. And for me, this is my success. My success is losing 125 pounds. My success is blogging about it, sharing it with other people. My success is being so happy at the level of activity that I'm able to do in my life. I'm able to go hiking now and to be able to be out and about and be more comfortable. I'm able to do so much more. So many doors have opened to me because I've lost my weight. And I'm going to go into that further in more videos. And I really hope that you stay tuned for that journey as well. Because, I mean, I'm constantly opening new chapters in my life. And this is definitely one of them. So it is wonderful to have a chat with you today. Well, I don't know if you call this a chat. It's more like a soliloquy. But it has been wonderful telling you a little bit about me today and about how much, my weight loss has affected me. And just let me know what you think. Let me know if you're on autoimmune protocol, if you're just starting, if you have no clue about what it is. Let me know your thoughts because I want to hear them. Part of this is support for you, support for me, support for everybody with autoimmune protocol. Just share, feel free to share if you want to. Okay, I'm sharing everything with you. I'm going to be an open book, and that's just what this is all about. So have an incredible day.